serious.
But he is a scrub. And you know it.
Can't be serious.
You trying to tell me that you don't know a scrub when you see a scrub?
If it's up, then it's stuck on you niggas. How y'all act on YouTube while I don't fuck with you niggas. Can't believe the fans would ever give a buck to you niggas. I'd rather make you kiss a blade than give a buck to you niggas. Check it, look in your face and straight up tell you trash. Mama's cooking all beans, that's why you niggas so gas. They feel sorry for you, probably why they gave you a pass. You lucky Gilla Matt Barnes and put a foot in your ass. Boy, chin, chat, my niggas so callous. Get what's that can recreate the malice up in the palace. Spank these niggas like my sons, that's where they really so childish. Or I get bullied with the fully, keep a Billy like Eilish. Mr. Skinny, give you dick and what else? Stay on the con dick while you contradicting yourself. D-Wade ain't say nothing, what you fuck with him for? Talking about his kid when you don't do nothing for yours. Whores, keep down in our views, can't take nothing from me. You niggas funny, with after you too money, you bummy. Say what it is, so yeah, you know we gonna stay buzzing. Y'all 40 and 50 and too old to be claiming play cousins. Got on the tube and never stop wildin'. Pissing in the face of at least 400,000. Listen to this nigga cry victim playing his violin. Claiming not for Mel, but with Skinny, you seem to style bend. Blame your career on the ones that used to manage you. Not on different folks you telling gave the advantage to. You're feeling hurt, seeking validation to bandage you. And now you got your own fans begging for me to damage you. Get 'em. Unaccountable, finger pointer, a blame king. Mad at Stephen A, but not Kobe, saying the same thing. This just a melt pot. They call me Mr. Fair Use with a right, a chin check. Stop all that self-talk.
Can't be serious. You two got you delirious.
Check it, this ain't beef, it's more like lunch meat. Jay bringing heat, you boys easy to beat. Come on.
Can't be serious. You two got you delirious.
Check it, this ain't beef, it's more like lunch meat. Jay bringing heat, you boys easy to beat. Come on.
Kwame Brown. This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. You've never worked and put forth your due diligence in order to take advantage of the privilege opportunity that you were in. And when I see that level of consistency as it pertains to ineptitude, I'm going to call somebody out. The man cannot play the game of basketball. He has small hands. He can't catch the ball. He's got bad feet. He can't really move, even though he's mobile. Doesn't really know what he's doing. Doesn't have a post move that he puts to memory that he can do 2 times in a row. He has no game whatsoever, plays no defense, doesn't have the heart, the passion, or anything that comes with it.
Woo! Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was serious.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Boy, that heat. Man, shout out to Super Dope Keys.
Quazy.
Quays, as some of y'all might pronounce it, on the beat. It's heat. This ain't beef. It's more like lunch meat. All right, man. So what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Hold up. Let me go. Hey, yo. You just stepped into the arena where we pull no punches. We hit you with straight facts and hard truths. Welcome to the Chin Check.
Bah! All right. So what we doing? Everybody feeling good? We getting right into it. What we doing?
Let's get right into it.
Let's go.
All right. So yeah, as people know the title, we are doing another 10 reasons.
10.
Right. Because that Kwame Brown is full of shite. And we want people to, feel free to chime in, how y'all been doing, man. We appreciate everybody, everybody in the comment section, everybody viewing. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. That shit is completely free. Will cost you nothing.
Nothing.
So, moving along.
If you can scan that little dollar sign.
Right. And Kwame is there. Y'all asked for it. We put it up. But yeah. So getting into it.
Let's go. Are we going from 1 to 10, 10 to 1? How's the fun begun?
Let's do one another 10. So number 1.
Uno.
Is his for a black person, it is hard to say because I say black people, we can't be racist.
Right. To be racist, you got to have some power to eliminate the power of other people. That's
But
mainly what racism is.
Yeah, we can be prejudiced.
or we
But we
can
can't.
deal in racism.
Yeah, we can deal in
Yeah.
racism.
We can have some
And
racism.
that's one of the things with Kwame Brown is his whole deal in racism, the constant talk against what is the proverbial white man, all the white zaddy talk. Every time somebody comes at him with a disagreement, all of a sudden it's, oh man, you must be working for your white zaddy, and you're doing this for your white zaddy, and you got a boss, boy, and all this type shit. And it's just weird to have that kind of attitude when mainly just off top, we're all on YouTube and this shit ain't black owned. So for
Right.
him to have that type of attitude, I would think that if he was really about even pushing that, he would establish his own platform, especially given being a millionaire and all. He should be able to have his fan base and everything follow him, and then he should be doing it on a platform that he owns or black-based platform. There's a few out there. And
Right.
yeah, move in that direction, but always hollering about white zaddy and the way niggas just like that just go about, always turn around shitting on the white man while expecting shit from the white man is just fucking weird. All this extra white zaddy talk, but you wouldn't be shit without this motherfucker's platform. Take that 400,000 to Kwame.com, buslife.com, and see how that works. It's a little harder then.
Right.
So it's just like, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I was just... Go ahead.
Right. So there's a lot more behind the scenes besides what we see right on YouTube directly, like us. We're black-faced people, but overall, the company that we're doing stuff on is white-owned.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna dumb it down because I was just gonna say for the Kwamites, basically, is your king, the man that you follow. He uses YouTube, while other people that would want to be totally independent and not depend on the so-called white zaddy, they will be using their own website. Like they will go to GoDaddy or they'll go to any other type of company like that, and they would do their own website. They get their own people. They wouldn't use YouTube because they have their own video program.
Right.
Okay.
Like shitting on Gilbert for working for Fubo Sports while bragging about your YouTube numbers. That shit is just pretty fucking pathetic.
Very contradictory.
Very. It's kind of goddamn sad. It's just weird. Okay, so we want to go to the next one. You got anything else on that?
No, I just like so people understand black people can't be prejudiced. And if you want to argue with me, just check the definition of prejudice. And I mean
racism.
Racism.
Racism and racist. That's the two different things that people seem to get kind of confused. Like we can deal in racism, but we don't have any power or any type of infrastructure to really implement real racist mentality.
Yeah.
And it's just the way it is. But yeah, Kwame does deal in a lot of racism. And
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, just make sure you read before you come at us or anybody. That's all.
Let's see. D's nuts. He said, speaking of white, I recently saw a sneak peek of a snow bunny in one of his videos. I wonder how all the queen mods gonna react to that. Oh man, you know how these niggas get. Right. That's the thing when you talk all that pro-black talk and so tough, and motherfuckers start seeing you pop up with white girls when you get a little bit of notoriety. It's like, oh shit.
Armando's right. I remember he was talking shit about Breonna Taylor, about like the lifestyle she led without really knowing full facts. Like he was really trying to go in on her and like she deserved what happened to her.
Right. I heard about that. I just couldn't speak. I couldn't speak on it because I didn't hear exactly what he said on it. but I'm pretty sure it's fucked up because I guess it caused the outrage. I don't know. Do y'all know what he said exactly, or what was the gist of what he said?
Like the gist of what he said, basically, because the previous boyfriend was like a drug dealer or something. Like the reason they kicked in their door was for the ex-boyfriend, not the current boyfriend. And he was talking about the life that she led, and the reason that she was in that situation is all her fault and all that, without actually knowing the whole story or knowing that actually, she was I think like a LPN or RN, and new boyfriend was nothing in the streets at all, and all that. Like he was
Yeah,
really trying to go in on how she was a street person and deserved everything,
but
basically.
that brings me to the point that I make of how these niggas rush to this shit to make content. And regardless, when you look at that situation, we can talk about the choices that black women make, and and their men and their mates, and the way we move. That'll definitely be another show.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem that we have with police, especially when it comes to dealing with black people, is routine shit that these motherfuckers are supposed to be trained for. For some reason, black people end up dead in a lot of these routine traffic stops and different things that they should be able to handle, because they have no problem getting out or apprehending white bombers and mass shooters safely. But for some with black people, whatever, whether we're in traffic or they're doing a raid, we end up dead and pretty quickly.
Ooh.
So really, it was no reason. It's just no reason that I don't see from the video that they showed from all that. There's still no reason why them two ended up dead. I don't see it. So just from a logical standpoint, I mean,
Right.
once again, that could have been one of the reasons he's full of shit there. But that's what happens when you rush in half cocked on an issue.
Those no-knock warrants.
Yeah. But shit, where we at? Number
We
two?
at number 2.
Oh, number 2.
Dose.
And the thing, his whole rise on YouTube was based off of a false narrative.
Correct.
And that's what was Stephen A. doing at them colleges. And the thing is, Stephen A., as a college graduate, has a career, everything. He's came from, less than, favorable circumstances, I guess, according to a lot of people. He has reason to be at them colleges. And the whole thing that Kwame did was he made it seem like Stephen A. went to these colleges to specifically talk about Kwame Brown and to stop whatever he was doing as far as, athletes coming straight out of high school and mess up athletes' paychecks. And he made a whole conspiracy theory around that shit when really he was just a part of a joke or a story or whatever the hell that he was telling, in a moment. But overall, the reason why Stephen A. goes to them colleges, and why I think even today he still goes to them colleges and don't mention Kwame Brown, has always been the same thing. He has a story. That's somebody that you want to speak to, especially when you're dealing with kids that want to, go to college, higher education, get a career, move on, see how that whole thing works. It's natural that you would have somebody like a Stephen A. Smith or somebody college educated. Would never made sense to me. Is fast forward now, and now you got Kwame at them colleges for what? There's no reason for Kwame to be at a goddamn college unless he's trying to enroll finally. Outside of that seems counterproductive to have a motherfucker that blew a chance in the NBA, no college, and basically blowing his shit on YouTube, still with no college. He has nothing to offer to an institution that is trying to, sell a higher education or, further learning. So that just sounds kind of counterproductive to have that motherfucker on your campus unless he's enrolling.
Or he's teaching people not to read the stat sheet on the bench.
I just don't know what the hell. Well, I don't know what Kwame is telling anybody at a college that Stephen A. is not. And then the whole thing is he really got people believing this shit. Like motherfuckers really think Stephen A. was at them colleges to shit on Kwame Brown and create some narrative for the NBA.
Yo. JD Dasher, he says to me first, what the F is on my head, bro? It look like a napping Pokemon. Yeah, it's called Kwame Destroyer. You know what I'm saying? It kills Kwamites. And then he said that you're wrong, basically, talking about the Stephen A. Smith. And he's like, I just know y'all ain't about to defend Stephen A. Smith. He also stated, y'all two, talking about you two, sound like fools in the chat. And have the host been to college?
I got a degree.
I actually have done more college time than Kwame Brown.
Right. We went to college together.
Right. For a pharmacy technician, and I've even did a little community college.
Right.
So technically, I guess I would be more privy to speak at a college, to be at them colleges than Kwame Brown.
Right.
Boy, y'all better watch yourselves and shit. I ain't talking to some niggas that just ain't did nothing. This shit came from man. Shit, we ain't millionaire basketball stars and shit, but come on, man, give us a minute.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
This motherfucker y'all niggas gonna get every motherfucking time. Shit, man, bro, that wasn't even funny. Man, that motherfucker going here tough. Just sit back, JD. Just sit back and enjoy the motherfucking show. We only on the second point. God damn.
Oh, he wasn't talking about us. He was talking about people actually in the comments.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
He said pharmacy tech. So you work at CVS? Where you work at, JD? Come on, where you work at? Because I know, because I already know.
But that's the thing. Okay. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Because I really want to touch on that.
Because you don't want to be talking about like money status and stuff. So let's leave that right there. You talking about if he does work at CVS, say he does, he's making around $50,000 to $60,000 a year, and I'm sure you're not making that much.
I'm thinking sure CVS was one of the good spots if you were able to get in there
CVS,
out of pharmacy
Walgreens.
School.
Like if you was in the chain pharmacies, boy, they was making a little bit more.
That was some good money. Yeah, I can imagine now.
Yeah, but you got to progress to get to the 80,000. Start
not if you made it to one of the chain pharmacies off top.
Right, if you interned there and got in, you started to make the money right away. And then the pharmacist,
but you see
is like in the hundreds and 20s and stuff like that.
But that's that thing that I be talking about and shit. Like we give him an answer, so now he's shitting on that as if that's something to frown upon. The fact that we went to school for a pharmacy technician, like he's really trying to downplay it. Like what? So what's wrong with being a pharmacy technician? Or studying that, or I just don't understand where these Kwame fans like they come from. And this nigga's a maintenance man. I just seen the comment. He do maintenance at a fucking apartment. And McDonald's don't pay $60K a year across the board. That shit depends on where the hell you at.
And if you
got to be a district manager to even get up there.
You may do it in Cali. But Cali and shit rent is fucking $4,000 a month. So what the hell is $60K a year?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of motherfuckers they don't
be knowing maintenance, being maintenance, and if he has like a lot of units in an apartment, maintenance men do well. Because there's a lot they got to do. It's not like they just fix one
this
thing.
Nigga said I probably
do every fucking thing.
Motherfucker said I probably get like first of all, there's nothing wrong with dudes and shit keeping they upkeep. That's some dingy ass nigga shit to say. Like, oh man, you probably get manicures. I actually don't. I probably should, but I do make sure I keep my hands clean and presentable because females don't want you playing in their coochie and shit.
Hold on. Dirt I used to get it all the time. What the fuck wrong with
There's nothing wrong with that shit. That's what I'm saying. That was some dingy ass nigga shit to say.
I'm lost. What happened? You used to get what all the time? Your fingernails?
I didn't see that.
Oh.
I used to get clear fingernail polish on my hands.
Yeah, it's like, nigga, there ain't nothing wrong with fucking upkeep as a dude. That's what's wrong with niggas. Y'all think y'all supposed to be running around with dirt all in your fingernails and ashy fingers and elbows like Kwame Brown. And that's alpha male shit, I guess.
Right, and then you think it's gay to wipe your ass.
Right. So y'all niggas, a lot of y'all niggas is Bible thumpers and all that shit, and they say what cleanliness is next to godliness.
Hey, man, I'm finna get a bidet. What y'all talking about?
Hell no. Hey, that
my
shit.
taxes hit, I'm getting a bidet. Watch,
No.
and I'm gonna put them on my Instagram. What you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. Bidet, that's high living. Wiping your ass with dry ass toilet paper.
Yeah, that.
You got to
And then
be
the
having
thing
some
is,
moisturizer down there.
people with those, y'all don't never tell people when they come to your house that that's what you got.
Nope. We're gonna surprise you.
It looked like a transforming toilet. Like, what the fuck is this? And you sit down
I will
and
say
transforms on your ass.
That's the cleanest ass wipe that you'll ever get, though. Like, nothing beats it. It's like a quick shower for your ass.
I can tell JD nasty. I can tell he don't even use wipes.
Yeah, the motherfucker said y'all probably get manicures and shit. What kind of punk ass shit is that?
Man,
come on, nigga walking around. He one of them niggas that be having that thick ass line and shit right here.
A manicure feels so amazing.
Always trying to reach in a bitch pants and shit with them thick ass dark lines right there on the cuticle.
And you get that paraffin wax. That paraffin wax.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Come on.
Probably got low vitamin C, so he probably got them dark ass fingernails and shit because he ain't had a cup of orange juice or nothing in 20 years. Just be sitting around drinking Hennessy and shit all fucking day.
We got yellow eyes.
Yeah. Fucking maintenance man and shit by day. Hennessy all goddamn night and shit. Fingernails all black and dirty.
Okay, it's enough. It's enough of JD whack ass. Okay, so we was on number 2, right? Anything else y'all want to say after number 2?
Oh,
number 3.
Boston never did. Oh yeah. Who the hell would want to go to a college where they just paid you, and you want to talk about somebody that didn't even go to college, that never even experienced what college is about?
Right.
Like,
that's right.
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, this seems counterproductive. Like, I wouldn't want a nigga that can tell my students to be like,
especially black people.
Yeah.
Like,
you talking to a nigga that played basketball perceivably well enough to smooth the NBA out of 66 million or something like that, and fuck that off, and now he's big on YouTube. Like, that just ain't some shit that I would want my students to hear. That should really be like coming from Kwame Brown's position, like that shit should really be last resort type shit. Yeah. But anyway, moving the hell on to number 3. And it's another thing about his whole what we say about racism, but it's odd because his whole platform was built on trying to legitimately silence black men in the media, and only black men. A lot of these motherfuckers have came forth and they've apologized. They've pretty much either like squashed it in their own way, they've left it alone, but yet his whole movement and everything is pretty much, or has been, and he's even said out of his own mouth, is to get these guys off the air and all that shit. And essentially is really for what? Doing their job. Because remember, everything that they've said about Kwame or even the other people that they bring up, it's about basketball. So it's around their job. And it's their job to critique the game. And that's what generates an audience and more eyes to the game that the NBA is trying to sell. So it all kind of goes hand in hand. But he's only focused on trying to silence the black voices that said something about him or he feels that did him some kind of way. And I just think that that's another contradiction, because he may say something about what's your dude's name? Skip. He may say something about Skip Bayless and other guys, but it's nowhere near the level of internet trolling and harassment that he does to Matt Barnes and Stack at one point, or Gilbert, or Tommy or any of that. Like everything that he does is always trying to completely shut these black men down. And if we're about anything, the last thing that we should be about is shutting down black men and trying to silence their voice or whatever because we don't like what they say all the time or because we're offended.
Right.
Correct.
Because really, ultimately, it goes back to another point that he should have been man enough to address this shit 20 years ago. But yet, here we are. 20 years later, this nigga is
20 years
complaining.
Ago, YouTube wasn't that popular. That's what I'm saying. 20 years ago, YouTube wasn't that popular. 20 years ago. But
even then, which brings me to another point. People's favorite thing to say, oh, why don't y'all hit the link? It was like, how come he didn't hit their link? He could have spoke to these people 20 years ago. He didn't need YouTube to do it. You mean to tell me that he can't reach the Stephen A's and all these guys, Jordan and all that he had a problem with, Kobe? So it's just like, man, miss me with that shit, dude. It's just, it's ultimately, it's all bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And he do it for views because y'all motherfuckers don't give a shit what he's talking about when it comes to anything else, his opinion on anything else. If he's not shitting on somebody or trying to get a black man silenced or whatever, y'all don't give a fuck about it. And he knows that. So that's why he does it. That whole shit with Gilbert Arenas was fucking pathetic. There was really no legitimate beef there.
Like I told you in the beginning, what I say, they homeboys. And nobody believed me that they weren't homeboys. You can tell now they homeboys. It was just I think
that they're cool to an extent. Like Gilbert don't have no problem with this dude because he don't know him like that to have a problem.
What? I'm sorry. What?
What?
JD, he fucking retarded. Like he go, this nigga named Geraldine. So what, nigga? What are you saying?
But he spelled it wrong.
Hold on.
He spelled it wrong.
Just say something that
my name is Geraldine. That's the funny point about it. Like that's the whole reason behind my name. Nigga, like my name is Gerald Paz Dean because it sounds like a woman's name to be funny. Like it's ironic.
Right.
Just say something that the stuff that we're talking about. Try to debate that instead of trying to
you gonna you beating a dead horse with that. Because these motherfuckers, they come and that's what they do. They troll, but they don't have nothing. We've given 3 points. We've spoken on 3 points. And all we've gotten in response from these niggas is you're Geraldine and you probably take care of yourself and get manicures and you probably have good hygiene. This motherfucker's insult was we probably have good hygiene.
That's
all right.
See, look, they want to argue with us, right? They want to go on debate and hit the link. But why would we go on the link? Because the first thing they're going to do is argue and scream and holler. You're not going to hit any points. You're not going to do anything that's intelligent.
Right. You motherfuckers can do that shit in the chat.
That's what I'm saying. What are you doing?
Shit.
Look, bro, how you talking in the chat tells me everything. Everything I need to know about you, bro. You lame as fuck, bro. You need a hug. That's what you need, bro.
I was done with JD when he said the manicure shit. I was just like, I ain't about to talk to this dirty ass nigga. This nigga causing yeast infections all over where the fuck he at. Banging bitches with maintenance man hands. That nigga look like he got skinny fingers and thick knuckles.
Oh, Lord.
Look like fucking fingers look like anal beads and shit. I'm sorry, that's just stupid. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's just stupid.
Because you're imagining that. That's what it is. That's
why you're maintenance man.
Oh my god. Fucking
Hey!
dumbass, dude.
You called it drill.
Oh.
Jay, you hear me? That's why he a
Huh?
maintenance man.
Oh my goodness. All his jokes are so terrible too. I don't know. He said something about one of us look like a pigeon. I'm probably the most pigeon looking one out of all. I don't know. Maybe Gerald.
Right, I was thinking me. Oh.
Yeah, you old bird face ass nigga. Oh my god, we got a dirty ass maintenance man and shit over here. Man.
Oh my god, bro.
Dirty ass maintenance man over here trying to roast us and shit.
See, we don't even he talking about your do-rag. He call you do-rag. That's your name now. Do-rag.
I'm fine with that, man. I'm fine with that. I got to, dude. My forehead too big for the camera and shit. I swear it's not that big. Not that big in person, but for some reason though, on fucking camera and shit, man, I'm in the headbutting Olympics and shit on camera. I'm fucking with like Rihanna and Neo. Man.
Oh man, okay.
Man, this nigga got a sidetrack shit. That shit with the fucking anal bead fingers, that shit just took me out.
Well, all if you just came on, we're with do-rag, Pokemon, and Pigeon.
Shit.
We're talking about another of 1 through 10 stupid things Kwame Brown has done.
And we have now just gotten to
number 3.
We
now we're on number 4. Yeah.
Hey, here we go. Hold on. Hold on, give me a second. Y'all see, does it change for y'all? Oh, you can't see our names. Oh man, hold on.
Oh, you want to change the name? You stupid.
Hold on, we gonna get back.
Oh, he said I got no neck. You right?
Man, it won't show the damn names.
You right?
Eat loaves of bread and drinks milk.
Oh boy. Man, ears touching his shoulders. My ears touching my shoulders. Okay, my ears all the way up here, and my shoulders down here.
We gotta get to these points. This is
go ahead. Number 4.
Weird. 4.
Number 4. Yeah.
Oh yeah. For all the people to be like, "Oh, hit the link," but your boy, he claimed that he wanted to smoke, but he didn't want all the smoke when Matt and Stack offered it.
Since you brought up I'm sorry. This is the last one. Since you brought up, you always bring up trade schooling, right? Here you go, right here. Oh, let me bring it up.
Right.
Where the trade school? Oh.
Stupid. But yeah, point 4 was just the fact that I don't know. Like I said, he claimed he wanted to smoke, but when Matt Stack offered him to smoke, he didn't want nothing to do with it. And that's the thing. He doesn't confront people that really have a legitimate issue or that is willing to really hash it out with him if that's what he really wants. He gets on here and he hypes it up to his fans and supporters. That's one thing. What I missed?
Yeah. She's
JD,
white boy tactics.
Right.
The white boy tactics.
White boy tactics.
Cool.
But yeah, he never really can stand on his own, and really it's all kind of a front. And it's crazy that how he claims to stand up for black people or that he's speaking up for athletes, these are the same people that he's shitting on. So that was just a quick point. Let me see where we at. 5?
Yeah, now we're on 5.
Yeah, we're on 5 now.
That he doesn't stand on what he says, and he has an excuse for everything that he says or does, whether it be the name calling, the whole thing with the algorithm plotting,
trade school.
Yep. He just had a conversation with a YouTuber named Tough Love, and one of the things that stood out to me was that
Tough Love pointed out how in his rhetoric against D Wade and his son and all that, how in that he disrespected Dwayne Wade's wife
Correct.
in that. And Kwame didn't understand that. He kept bringing it back to like, no, I was talking to D Wade. I didn't say nothing about his wife. All I said was that, oh, he let his wife run his house. But I'm talking to that man. You know, he's doing all that shit, like whatever word semantics or whatever. And he couldn't see the disrespect in one and how he's talking about Dwayne Wade, but he couldn't see the disrespect of telling a man like, oh, you let your woman run your house. And how that comes off, how kind of derogatory that comes off. So then you fast forward, and the next day, it seemed like maybe almost for a week that they like all the Kwamites and everything went on a tough love hate campaign. And he's over here explaining how tough love is wrong for calling his female followers groupies and how disrespectful that was to these women's potential significant others and husbands. Correct. So he understood that from that standpoint, but then he couldn't get how he was fucking disrespectful to Gabrielle Union in the same way, talking about D Wade's son, daughter.
Zaya?
Just say Zaya. Just say
Zaya?
Yeah. Just say her name. But that's what
go ahead.
Want. That's what they want. That's what she wants. You just gotta respect it. Just gotta respect that's what you're supposed to call it.
Right. And if their family is accepting it, then we shouldn't even have no say at all. Like we shouldn't have nothing to go against or whatever they're doing.
I think, and I don't see nothing wrong with it in an opinion. Like that's fine because I don't necessarily agree with the shit. But my thing is, and it's always a contradiction with him, is the fact that he could talk on everything. But then when people say, yo, look at you, then it's like, oh man, you weak weasels and clout chasing and you're doing all this. And oh, you can see that shit? Hell yeah. Yeah, man, shit, I like it. That shit worked.
Good job, Do-Rag.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, this nigga think they got my feelings and shit, but he does it with everything. He sat there and got on who was he talking about? I think he was talking about Skip Bayless calling Russell Westbrook. But yet everybody that he has beef with, he changes their name and feminizes their name or something in the same order. There's just a constant contradiction, like what he does and how he carries himself. It never aligns with what the hell he speaks up or speaks out against.
Facts. I feel like he is full of demons. She's right. They just going back and forth in these damn chats. His son, Kwame Brown's son, got a barber shop or is trying to be a barber.
Nah, he didn't even want to help his kid with that. He did all
That'd
that
been
talking
dope
about
if he
trades.
let his son cut his hair on his
Nah, he let Mr. Skinny. Nah, he let Mr. Skinny cut his hair and shit. This motherfucker spend more time with Mr. Skinny than he do his own goddamn kids.
Mr. Skinny done yeah.
So JD Dasher, once again, this motherfucker active. Why was Shay a bitch for a whole hour in your video? I just want to know how y'all can disrespect someone that never said nothing or anything about y'all.
Who's
Shay is the girl that punched Tommy Sotomayor on and then ain't that a bitch? He called him Dressbrook when he had on the dress. Boy, shit.
JV, did you watch the video or are you just hearsay? Did you really watch it? Because if you did, you will understand.
Yeah, I might answer both of those.
This
dude just made a good point on the Russell Westbrook, the contradiction thing, to come up and be pissed at Skip Bayless for Westbrook. And when he posted the picture in the dress, called him Dressbrook. That's fucking insane. And then the other thing about the thing with Shay, what's her name? Shay Means, that I found odd is because people don't like Tommy Sotomayor, you totally gave this girl a pass for ultimately just being a fuck it, we say it, an egregious bitch.
No, let's be real. The bitch went for, excuse me, because I don't call all women bitches, but the bitch came for one reason. She came there for OnlyFans to get fucked on the internet. And then so she didn't like what the man was saying, so she decided to leave, and she thought her friend was gonna go too, and she stayed and had a great time and got paid. And so now she mad, and then she get on the show and do all that extra stuff for what?
And then if motherfuckers if they would have watched the show, they would have seen she was riding this jock the whole show until something happened or it switched her mood off at the end. And so then we fast forward and motherfuckers want to hate on Tommy so bad that y'all over here appeasing a straight up hoe. She was out of pocket from the jump. Like y'all say, you don't never hit a woman, but the other side to that is a woman never puts herself in a man's position. So her getting loud, antagonizing, standing up, raising up on the nigga, reaching for shit to hit him with, she is just out of pocket. But because y'all niggas don't like somebody so much, y'all can't call shit what it is and call fair. Like y'all go sit here and appease a hoe. Y'all niggas was calling this bitch a black queen. Like the fuck out. See, y'all gonna piss me off this evening.
But
because
hold on. Before you say that, I can say this one thing. You know where they stand. If that's a black queen to them, you know where they stand.
Yeah, shit is ridiculous. Like you niggas throw these terms around and y'all don't want to do anything or uphold any standard to have the right to even be called that shit. This bitch is a hoe by her own admission. Y'all mad because I'm calling this bitch a hoe. And this is by her own admission. Like, tell me where, at what point in time did we get to this point where we had this overwhelming respect for a hoe?
It was around the time Amber Rose became famous, and she was like, no slut shaming. She had a slut walk. It's around that time.
I don't give a damn what
she had a
Amber
whole
Rose
thing going on about whatever people do, sex workers. If they just like to have sex with a bunch of niggas or whatever, men or women, no slut shaming. Had a whole thing about it. She did it for like 2 years. And then I don't know what happened, but that became like this whole thing. So women still want to be uplifted and held as this high queen standard,
and
even though they don't do queen things.
And that's what I'm saying. What type of weak ass man rolls with that shit? I don't give a damn how Amber Rose tried to make being a hoe positive.
21 Savage did. He rolled with it.
And that's the problem. Niggas follow these goddamn rappers, which is another group of motherfuckers that you should take one at a time and probably shouldn't listen.
He doesn't understand completely because he's from London. So that's probably why.
Yeah, niggas understand what a hoe is.
He was like, it's a bloke. I'm a London bloke. 21.
Really brown skinned lady. You got to
damn, like she just went ahead and took it there. I wasn't gonna say nothing about his kid in any fashion positive or anything, but man, that's one thing you'll never see in Kwame's profile picture.
His kids? Why is that?
Man, yeah, y'all tripping. Gonna sit there and question us about why we called a bitch a bitch.
Yeah.
Get out of here. What the fuck you talking about, dude? Like, you niggas really need to grow a pair and shit. This
No.
Real
He
shit.
thought he see, look, because you know what I said. Let's go back. Let's retract back. I said bring something that we can debate on. So he thought he had something. With his janitor hands, he said, oh shit, I found something. I got it.
Yeah, nigga, I'm saying it again and shit, nigga. A bitch is a bitch. Like, what are you talking about? A hoe is a hoe. You niggas wanted to queen this bitch. Like, y'all really was trying to, I was really trying to crown this girl. Talk about this nigga disrespected a black queen and shit. Like, this bitch was there.
Son or daughter, they're trying to salute you for having your child in your picture, man. Like,
yeah,
good job.
Stop getting all feminine, bro.
Right. He fucking acting like bitch. He can't even take credit for actually having his goddamn kid. Trying to be too much like Kwame and shit. Like, well, I ain't got my kids, niggas. He a cake ass nigga anyways. He even asked that question. First, he fucking dingy hand with the fucking anal bead fingers, and then now you over here caking up for a fucking hoe. Fuck out of here, man. All you niggas that rushed and did videos from O'Shea Jackson to whatever YouTuber made a video like, oh, Tommy got punched and shit, talking about this bitch was a black king or black queen. You niggas are simps.
All right.
Shit.
Let's go on to Cinco.
We're on 6.
Yeah, we on 6. We on 6.
See, I'm sorry, he got me.
Oh, one of the when that nigga said that he used to torture light skinned people. Pro-black dude talking about he used
Damn, that's what Kwame Brown called his baby mama?
We'll talk about that shit like it was cool. Like, no, we used to torture them light-skinned boys and shit. They used to go like, but then he claims to be such a damn victim, like he was so picked on. But you used to torture light-skinned niggas.
Why would we want to open the panel up to your janitor hands?
What we gonna open it up for? You want to talk about Kwame Brown being disrespectful to light skins?
And to his BM calling her a bitch, an ape, evil, etc.
What happened?
Let me bring
JD
it
Dasher
up.
saying we won't open up the panel.
We might have to do a Kevin Samuel thing, a smoke show. I think we might have to do that, guys.
Well, will we just sit here and let motherfuckers call in?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what brown skin, MF Doom, all of them, they was talking about that last week. That we need to open the panel up so you know what I'm saying people can come on. More people on our side, but why not the people that's against us?
Because you see what these motherfuckers is doing.
Dusty Hood Booger.
Hold on, you want to bring it back?
Right. Brown skin lady be on point.
Should be
always
on point. That's the first lady.
Oh no, we should open it up for his black ass. So just let him. I don't know.
If that's what you want to do. You want to ask the people?
The people all been saying it.
Well, then.
Oh, you see the Mr. Skinny shooter? That's cool.
Well, okay, Mr. Skinny Shooter. I see you, ugly face ass nigga. You look like a bully.
That has to be a fake page because that's what is that? That's a damn D picture.
Yeah, I think I've seen it, Mr. Skinny Shooter. I think I've seen him on the show. Lame ass nigga won't drop the link. You gonna show your face though?
I don't know. I guess we could click on motherfuckers and shit if they I don't know. Y'all want to drop the link and just see what some of these fucktards have to say?
Yeah, we said we're gonna get mods. Let us get a couple of more you know what I'm saying, more people coming in, and then
I'm just interested what better do these cats have to say than what they're saying in the chat. So I'm just kind of like, okay, we can bring them on if you want. Open the link for a second.
We can let them in if you want to.
Let's see, Lavelle motherfucking Ferry. He called both Tommy and Gilbert's mom a bitch. A mama. But his dumb ass be repeating himself. He told them both their bitch ass mama paid for them to go to college. You're right. I remember that shit, but he's making fun of like that was the whole thing when he's always talking about the mamas cooking and shit, but he grew up in like a crack house situation and had to play motherfuckers for basketball shoes, and he's knocking motherfuckers because they had good parents. That shit is just
name's
ass
Clarence.
Backwards.
And Clarence got both his parents.
Right.
This is crazy. I've never seen a show where, no, I have, because I seen it on their show, but it's like our people are defending us, and they want to come in to defend us against people like JD.
I don't know. I mean, shoot, where we at? Because we're on. Yeah, I want to open it up for a second. Just drop the link. Let things come in.
Sure.
Do what you gotta do.
Let's
bro.
go.
I'm ready. You know, I'm always ready.
So let's see. Let me see. These motherfuckers be trying it. Let me see. Control.
He ain't have shoes. Who ain't have shoes?
Kwame.
There you go.
Ooh. Don't. And you know how to mute and all that shit, right? And kick them out.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm keeping that Hyundai because some people get nonsense.
Where we at?
I don't know. I put the link up.
The link is in the comments.
Yep.
Yeah.
He brought the link up. He brought the link in the comments. What y'all talking
The
about
link
now?
is there.
We brought the link up. That's what y'all been wanting for the last 5 or 6 shows. Hey, there it goes.
So
Literally the last 5 or 6 minutes too. So
it's your boy.
No. Hold on, JD. Before you go on, we got to see that face, bro. I don't want to see no popcorn silly.
Oh yeah, nigga, stand up what you were saying.
Yeah, I want to see that face, bro. I want to see that face.
All right.
Yeah, bro.
Let's bring him in. Yeah, I want to bring in the man. Let's give him an intro.
The man,
I don't know.
the myth, the legend,
Jay
Wall beat fingers.
D Dasher. All right, let's get chin check. JD's in here. Talk to us.
What's up? Y'all mind I smoke this cigarette on camera?
Yeah, do what you got.
It's your house.
Nah. Y'all got
do whatever you got to do, man.
Y'all may not want no smoking on y'all.
No, bro, we don't care. We just
We got the mask for all the smoke.
Like I was saying in the chat, do-rag. Throughout that video, bro, it's like you have no respect for the woman. I don't care how nobody get their money. Me, myself, never sold drugs. Never. I don't knock the nigga out there selling dope. However you feed your family, feed your face, that's on you. Same thing goes to women. I just seen the girl today I've been talking to. She just started her private story where she using OnlyFans and shit. I fall back. I don't knock you for it. Do whatever best for you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been calling you a bitch because you think selling pussy pictures is going to help you feed yourself.
No, that's two different things.
So y'all took the situation between this man and this woman and y'all just instantly, man, outlawed the woman because for whatever reason she went there. Like it didn't have nothing to do with y'all. It didn't cost y'all nothing. Y'all ain't lose no sleep, no meal, no money off of it. But your whole video is bitch. And you never said nothing wrong that Tammy did. Like y'all seen y'all fathers jump up in y'all mama's face when y'all were kids. Y'all seen men do stuff like that. Like men aggress women, like men run up on women. Stupid ass bitch, sit down.
No. Let me preach you something. All the women I've been around, they have killed their boyfriends that ever put their hands on them. And then my mom went to jail for stabbing my stepfather. They still together, so it ain't nothing but a thing. So my mama always told me a woman is just like a man. Like you stand on your principles and the things that you decided. She's a prostitute, bro. She that's what she does. She went on OnlyFans. She got paid to have sex on a video. That's what she was going there for, right? Yes or no?
Then she's a porno star.
Hold on. I want him to answer. Yes or no?
I say no because I don't know what she went there for.
She said it herself.
She said it on the show, bro.
She went there, from what I heard, she said that she went there to discuss doing the podcast. Now,
no, that was her story after they fell out. She said it herself when she was there for her and her friend. And that's the thing. Calling her a bitch is because she acted like a bitch. And a bitch is a bitch.
Yeah, it's not because what she does.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Females are supposed. It doesn't matter. I can see stuff and have an opinion on it the same way Kwame does, the same way Tommy, everybody does. We all see things and we react and we have opinions on situations. So seeing the situation, I'm looking at the way this lady is acting, and she is acting like what is familiar to me.
And she knew she wasn't, the sex and money wasn't happening, and she was getting frustrated on the show. She knew it wasn't going the way that she wanted it to go.
Exactly. So that's where she was acting like a bitch, like the constant hammering him with the questions that he was already answering, jumping up, getting loud. She was already drunk. Like there's nothing ladylike or queen-like about that. So that's why she's a bitch. She's a hoe because she's self-admitted. She's a self-admitted prostitute. She was on there talking about how much money that she makes for selling pussy, which that makes you a hoe.
You can tell he didn't watch a show.
So
Either of them.
That make you feel like you could just go out your way to disrespect her.
I don't think it's disrespectful. It's the truth. Sometimes the truth just sounds harsh. It's just that you niggas won't say, you acted like a bitch and you a hoe. I didn't even say I had a problem with hoes. That's the thing too. I don't know. I just call them what they are. I don't care. I don't knock them because somebody got to do it.
In all actuality, a bitch wouldn't be the right term then. What you should call her would be a whore.
No. See,
she
was a whore that was acting like a bitch.
Bro, okay. Hold on. Let me talk.
In prostitution.
Okay, we go. Okay, she was a whore. Listen, we got that. That's what we said. The reason why she became her bitch because her attitude after the situation when she got mad, when she put hands upon him. You get what I'm saying? The way that she handled herself.
So you saying you go in McDonald's and you don't like the cashier attitude? You finna just start calling her bitch?
No. See. Hold on. Because he's downplaying it. He's downplaying it. If she put her hands on me, she puts her hands on me, and then she starts swinging and then yelling and screaming. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna call you a bitch.
Like I call advocating fighting the present.
She was a bitch before that.
What is this dude typing?
She was a bitch before any of that. Remember, stupid ass bitch, dumb ass bitch.
Yeah, she was being a stupid ass bitch. Because the way that, and even if you watch the show, I even explained when it comes to men and women, like we say, men aren't supposed to hit women and all that. Women shouldn't put themselves in a man's position, and that doesn't always mean in a physical way. A woman's position is not to always combat and come at men and challenge men. It's like sometimes they got to fall back and be in their space, because if you put that, and I don't know Tommy Sotomayor, but if you put like another man in that same position and it's like they're right there and they get loud and it's going back and forth, that goes a different way with two men off top. So why do we think that we're supposed, like women are supposed to be allowed in our space in these aggressive type manners that we wouldn't even allow men in? That's the thing that women aren't being taught anymore. You do not put yourself in a man's position. He answered that lady's question how many times? Several times.
I agree with what you said, that women shouldn't put themselves in men's shoes, because then you got to deal with them consequences, right? I also feel that me, myself, being a man, I'm 31 years old. I heard something when I was a teenager, stuck with me all my life. I ain't gonna argue with a woman that's not my woman. So if I go out in the streets tomorrow and a female say something I don't like, well, I'm gonna say what I gotta say and I'm done with it. You're not finna catch me going back and forth with no woman, cause pretty soon she gonna start disrespecting me. I'm gonna disrespect her. Then it's gonna lead to us wanting to put our hands on each other.
So you agree with what I said then?
Yeah.
What do you? I told you. Are you listening? I told you that I don't believe that women should place themselves in men's shoes.
Right.
I already said that. But did you not hear me when I say that men shouldn't be out here arguing with women? I asked this man,
but they were
if
on
he
a
go
podcast,
inside of McDonald's and a cashier has an attitude, are you going to start calling her bitches?
And I said no.
Right. I said I wouldn't even be eating McDonald's in the first place.
She's putting her hands on me. She's acting berate. There's a thing with somebody I don't like, and then there's when you take it a step further.
It's like two different scenarios.
It's two different things.
Was he not calling her bitches before she got out of her seat?
Yeah, and she earned every one of them.
Yeah.
So hold on. Stay with me. Stay with me, because you just answered my question. I'm finna just respond to your answer. So
I really have no problem with women being called bitches when they earn it. So I can't.
I mean, I don't disagree. Listen, man.
Cool
I'm not saying I never disrespected no woman. I ain't saying right now today I'm gonna go out my way to not do it. But if you acting like a bitch, you gonna be a bitch. Just straight up. But I ain't finna just call you a bitch just to call you a bitch.
Why not?
What do I gain from it?
What do you gain from not doing it? I'd rather let a motherfucker know how I feel.
So if it's the same way, so that's what I'm saying. You just calling women disrespectful things all willy nilly just because
If
you
they
feel
earn it,
like
yeah.
you a man and you can do that. But this the whole thing about this disrespectful ass nature people have. You gotta remember at the end of the day, that's two people's daughter. That's a man and a woman's
And
daughter,
sometimes
just like
people's
it's a
daughter
man
can
and a
be a
woman's
bitch.
son.
Okay,
You
you're right.
you
You're right.
you
You're
You're
right.
right,
you
Miller.
missing
You're
you
right.
missing
You're
what
right.
I'm
I like.
saying.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we
You're
gotta
right.
bring. You
Missing
want
Everybody
to
is
bring on
what
the
I'm
somebody.
next?
saying.
All right.
I
Everybody's
just, I don't
somebody's
know.
kid.
A lot of
Okay.
bitches
Hold
do
on,
happen to
AJ.
be somebody's daughter and sister and all that. That's the odd thing about
Hold on.
a lot of bitches are even people's sons.
Hold on, AJ. I just
Man,
want to
you
say,
you just you
hold
just
on,
lack
everybody.
respect
Before,
for women.
hold on, bro, hold on. Before we go on, Mr. Skinny Shooter, if you calling me names, you doing all that extra stuff. If you ain't gonna show your face on the camera, you ain't coming on. And you,
Yeah,
bro,
we finally did this shit. We stopped the 10 points. We tell you motherfuckers to hit the link.
yeah, and bro, like you gotta stay on point. We gonna have to cut this. We gonna
We're
cut the
gonna
show.
move to the next person.
Thanks for
We
stopping
appreciate.
through, Dasher.
We appreciate you, bro. I'm glad you know what I'm saying. You said your point. I
All right.
appreciate that.
And see you at
What's up?
Christmas. On Donder, on Dasher, on Vixen.
I'm still here.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Yo, bro, you got to show your face. If you ain't gonna show your face, I'm finna kick you off.
Okay, I wasn't in a position to show my face, man.
Well,
That's
I
how they go.
wasn't
That's
coming
that's
in.
the, that's the rule. That's the
Coming
rule
in
of the
with
hold
no.
game.
on.
I'm gonna
I'll
mute you.
I'll give him a chance because I kind of want to be fair. Everybody's like, oh, hit the link.
No, but
Okay.
that's what I said though, bro. Like we gotta
Hold
step.
on, because he said he wasn't
I'm gonna
even coming in
respect
on
you.
no bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna respect you.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
All right,
A-Dub.
I'll release it.
Okay, first of all, Jerry, I'm on the same level as y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm with y'all. I'm on y'all side. You know what I'm saying? I was in the comment section actually defending y'all against that clown. What I wanted to know is why are all these Kwame fans, all these Kwamites, they get upset about what you guys said about Shay Means, all right? But they don't talk about what Kwame said about Breonna Taylor. You see what I'm saying? And then the way Mr. Skinny and think about it now, when Mr. Skinny, all the vile shit he said about Queen Regina, the way he went at Queen Regina last week, Queen Regina is an army vet. Shay Means is a prostitute and a setup chick. But these clowns want to get on here and defend Shay Means and call her a queen.
I'm trying to understand it too.
But do not call this nigga out for the shit he said about Breonna Taylor.
Shit,
Right.
he went into our seventh point.
Straight into it.
And that was pretty much how he makes excuses for Mr. Skinny and the type of shit that he shames. He gives passes to his own go along, get along gang. They all get passes for doing the same shit. Mr. Skinny's been, if we're just gonna give women the highest praise just for being women and owning vaginas, then the last week or so, what has Mr. Skinny been doing? He's just been shitting on Miss 330, what, Miss 504?
Yeah, 504.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a woman, ain't it? So why do we get to talk about her addiction and do all that shit like that if we're just going off the premise that, oh, it's a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And Miss 504, what was she once? She was allegedly, she did the same thing that Shay Means is doing right now. You see what I'm saying? But they put her down. They want to put her down and call her all kinds of bees and hoes or whatever. But Shay Means is the queen.
Right, because Shay Means served their purpose ultimately.
Exactly. Brothers, I appreciate you guys allowing me to speak. You know, if it was a little early up in the day, I could have cammed up. I'm just in a part of the house where I really don't want to.
No problem. My bad. That's my fault.
We definitely want the trolls.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was a troll. That's why.
Stand on it.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of y'all's, bro.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Salute to you.
Salute to you guys, brother. All right, y'all be blessed.
Man, you take care.
All right, take care.
All
right. So number 7. Let's go.
Yeah, and that's what we was on with AW was just that the excuses that he makes. If you're in his go along, get along gang, you get a pass for doing these same things that he calls people weak weasels and all that for. And he does it with Mr. Skinny. You gave a good example, Cedric, and I can't think of what it was, but it was something that he did where Mr. Skinny did something, and he pretty much said, "Well,
he told old boy about fuck the dude mama, the dude that was on last week. He was saying like fuck his dead mama and stuff like that. Mr. Skinny was stating, but then Kwame Brown doesn't like anybody talking about his dead mother. So how can you respect and roll with a person that does the things that you like? So that's basically saying you have no morals. You know what I'm saying? You have none of that. If somebody that you cool with says some things about somebody else and you don't like that yourself,
and wouldn't call Mr. Skinny out for nothing. All he was saying was, "Oh man, Mr. Skinny, a grown man." Skinny, grown man, so I can't. But just like Mr. Skinny's a grown man, so is all these other people that we swear Kwame has the right to. They're grown ass men, and Kwame's always calling out some shit. You talking about D Wade, and you don't even parent your kids to any extent.
Correct.
So it's always a contradiction in what he calls out and what he actually does, what he speaks on, and the people that he actually hangs out with, and what they're actually doing as he's speaking on the shit. But everything's good as long as you support Kwame and you resharing his video, you using his quotes, posting his shows, everything is okay.
Yeah,
you good.
All right. Number 8.
Posting his show.
Number 8.
Using
number
quotes.
Number Ocho. Number Ocho.
Hey.
That whole trading and coding narrative. He only talks that as a defense mechanism. So it ain't even a talking point now. That's the only time that shit comes back up. Outside of that, he's always shitting on somebody. You hit him up and be like, "Oh, well, how come you contradict yourself here? How can you say this?" Just like with Tough Love. The conversation got flipped to trading and coding because he'll never stand on anything that he says.
What a trading coding, boy.
Right. It's like, okay, yeah, but why you over here doing this fuck shit? Well, man, I don't know. I'm just a busty bust. We just talk about trade and code, and everybody want to come at me. But he sits around online and stirs up shit all day long. So I'm just, I that's just one thing that kills me when people quickly, like they're always trying to bring up, "Oh man, but what about his message and all that?" And it's like, dude, stop it. That message, that shit, he already ran that shit into the ground and it's done. That's just a safe point. That's a shield that he throw up when you start hitting his ass with facts. Then it's like, oh well, we talking about trade and code. It's a way to change the conversation when it gets too uncomfortable for him. This nigga don't know shit about trading and coding. Just like we were saying earlier, he shit on his own son for his barber trade, and then went to Mr. Skinny for a haircut. Like, cut it out. And all we've been saying is just like, yo, look at how this motherfucker move, and then look at what he says, and then tell me how that adds up. Come on. Ain't nobody trying to hear this motherfucker talk about no trading and coding. Y'all only go to him when he's fucking shitting on people and trying to get niggas canceled or get people's pages flagged. I don't care about that trading and coding shit.
Y'all really want that negative shit. That's all you want.
Right, because that's what he came in on.
Correct.
He came in totally about revenge and going at people. And then he retreats to trading and coding when people actually give him the attention that he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen A. live on national television had time. He took a couple minutes out and reminded y'all that not only was his conversation about Kwame always about basketball, but then he showed you
highlights.
Film.
Well, lowlights. Oh man.
So that's what I'm just like, man.
The crazy thing is when Stephen A. was going in on Kwame for a hot second, I was like, Stephen A. does this to all black athletes. Like he goes above and beyond against black athletes at one point until I saw that Kwame was on some bullshit.
Right. Because I was thinking like, damn, well, you kind of said that you were fucked up like that. And,
Right.
but then once I seen, I was like, well, yeah. Like Kwame on some bullshit. That video looks a lot different now.
Hey, Miss Banks.
Kwame had a good point because it was right at the height. It was right at the height of Stephen A. going against Kyrie for not being vaccinated, but then at the same time, it didn't seem like he was going as hard against Aaron Rodgers for lying about being vaccinated. So
and right, and that's not even to say that Stephen A. Because man, we know like Stephen A. He's been called out. What's his name? Jay Williams.
Right, Jay Williams called him out about that.
Yeah. So it's like, and he does have a way of doing that. But that shit with Kwame Brown, it was ultimately always about basketball, and he always had a point. And it's the same point that I even make today, is that ultimately you go back and he didn't work. He didn't put in the work or anything to show why the hell he was getting paid all that money in the NBA. And when you're making money, what's up, Mike Brown? When you're making money in the NBA, to that, to any type of extent where you're getting fucking millions, people expect you to perform. And it's just
on and off the court.
Yeah. And it's like when you get any job, you get hired. Like, since when did we get happy with motherfuckers just being able to get hired?
Mike Brown always saying,
yeah, Mike go in. But like it's like, when do we get happy with motherfuckers just getting hired? It'd be like if Cedric got, you drive trucks, and I think I've said this before, where it's like, okay, yeah, you got your CDL and you driving and everything, but when you get out there, you jackknifing and flipping over trailers, causing accidents, not delivering loads on time. But we supposed to just stop because, hey, at least you got the job. You came from being poor and being in a cheese line or whatever, but now you got a job as a truck driver, so we can't talk about you and your quality of work as a truck driver. We just supposed to celebrate you for getting a job. And like, that's where it seems like it stops with a lot of niggas. It's like, he acts like he's above being critiqued, and that shit just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Right. They try to hold
while critiquing everybody else. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's like an ass backwards standard that they hold him to and allow him to critique others. Don't be critiqued. And we gotta look at his numbers and look at his fans. So that makes it okay.
Scott Free. He said coding doesn't need to be in school. If you really care about your kids, if you really care about your kids, you could buy a coding app for $100 and teach a kid. Right. But Kwame won't even tell you that. He won't even have a show about coding and to kind of highlight its importance and maybe interest his 400,000 followers. I don't know. That's just crazy. But we always get that. Oh, what about his narrative? Or what about his message? Like, y'all need to miss me with that.
All right, before we move on, I want everybody to hit that like button. I love the comments, getting them comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you like us, if you don't like us, please subscribe. If you like us, hit that like thumbs up. If you don't like us, hit that thumb down. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all we ask for.
Nah, damn that. Hit them like buttons. Y'all motherfuckers be sitting over there liking the hell out of all bullshit. Yeah, I can like our shit too. Shit, hit the like and subscribe. Shout out to all our subscribers too. I've always wanted to, say that to make sure, we see y'all. We appreciate it. We're finally over 400.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you feel like we're super lame, you like us, and then we'll allow you to come on and call us lame on the live. But you gotta like.
I'm saying we lame. Hit
like
the link.
Subscribe.
Hold on, let me see.
Like and subscribe, and then you can call us lame to our face live.
There you go. Shoot, and tell us we lame to their face. Hit the link. Forget it.
Now, Black, we already know, bro. We appreciate it. Salute you all day, every day, bro.
Right, Black.
All the day ones to Brown.
Black, that's a sister, I believe. That's what she told me. She corrected us on. She corrected us on the
my bad
in the chat.
I'm always fucking up.
I thought it was too because of the doom. So I was thinking like, okay, yeah, that's a
You need to wake that
Yep.
Pokemon up. That's what's going on.
Oh my god.
Certified electrician. Who's he talking to? No one's an electrician.
Yeah, I don't know. He got to be trolling at this point.
All right, I like that. It's a star.
Okay, star. Okay. Okay, girl.
Stupid.
So she
Yeah,
like
man.
grabbed that.
Oh shoot, hold on. I'm sorry, we got to bring the boy Mike Brown in.
Okay.
I got to bring him in.
All right, bring him in while I tend to these chats.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
What's up, man? What's good, man? Yo, the kids around, man, because I was about to start.
And we're gonna turn the show over to Mike Brown.
Yeah, we go
now
mute our
listening.
mics.
You are now listening to the smooth sounds of Mike Brown.
He's about to go to town.
Let's go ahead and do this.
No, I ain't gonna go
It's
too hard,
yours.
man. It's just fuck Kwame and all his subscribers. You know what I mean? Fuck Trades and Codes, which he doesn't even know shit about. This nigga on here every day talking shit about Gilbert Arenas and goddamn what's the other name? All these other motherfuckers or all these other NBA players because he jealous because he couldn't make a dunk one day in his life.
Right.
Them highlights, even his highlights are painful to watch.
Hold on,
Hell
everybody.
yeah, man.
What we call him? What we call him? Mr. 6.6.
You ever notice if you go watch a lot of his highlights, if you don't cut straight to the basket that he makes, it's usually coming off of like one of his outrageous missed baskets, and somehow he ends up with the ball back. Like,
I saw him try to do a dribble like the other day, man, and he looked like he was trying to do ballet. Like he was trying to dribble. I never seen nothing like it, man. It was like he did a split on the floor, and I thought like he almost twisted his ankles and shit like that. It was just dribbling. It was like no wonder he told that nigga what's his name, Kobe Bryant, never to pass him the ball, man. I see why. That nigga can't dribble, he can't shoot.
He has no smoke for Kobe, and Kobe used to roast him the same way.
Yeah, he ain't got no smoke for Michael Jordan either. Like you never hear him talk about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan used to smack him all over the world, man.
Right, slam him upside his head and everything on live national television, like in the middle of a game.
Had that nigga always looking down and shit like that, and they say like he was always too nervous to get the ball and shit like that, man. All of a sudden he come on YouTube or whatever, he's a hell of a nigga.
Right, and I think that was a point that Tough Love was trying to make, and I think there was some other people that's called into a show that's made that point. That is, at what point did you all of a sudden become a hell of a nigga? Like, at what point
when he went at Charlemagne? Because he called his dad Michael Myers, which is his dad is.
Right. It's true. Everything like Mike, perfect. Everything he said was true. Charlemagne said was true. It was out of line, but it was true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was that out of line. Like he didn't really say nothing too bad about his dad.
Yeah.
Like his dad was afraid.
Charlemagne apologized. He didn't want the daddy to come for him. He was like, "Oh wait, you know what? I did. Let me go ahead and apologize."
The only thing that was out of line about Charlemagne is the fashion that he brought his dad up in.
Yeah,
it's like it's a media tactic to kind of bring shame on especially like they do that a lot with black people. So that was like the only point that I understood Kwame on. But it's not like that's the thing when it comes down to it. Like nobody's lying at the end of the day, which is kind of like a fucked up thing. Like you're like, damn, well, Charlemagne didn't lie though. He didn't have to say it right then, but
his father was buried some chick alive and shit like that. I'm like, that's fucked up, man.
He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, and his brother, I don't know, like he beat some chick up and shot her or something like that. Did it go down like that?
Yeah, something like that. Like his brother was just as bad as the daddy.
Yeah.
God damn, man. That's the whole family, bro. The only I don't know if they got female. I don't think they have sisters or anything like that. The mom was cooking crack, maybe. That's mom was cooking.
She was whipping. Mama's cooking, whipping in the kitchen.
Whooping that cocaine.
Mama's cooking must have been period blood.
Yeah,
and
Yo
the
Gotti
spaghetti.
song, man. You know how Yo Gotti song standing in the kitchen. That's Mama's cooking.
No, silly. All right, Brian. All right, Mike.
My bad, bro.
Oh man. All right, man. Yeah, man. We appreciate your support. And you gotta check in with us more often. And so when we on, we're gonna try to open up the lines where we can.
Oh, you give somebody else on?
Yeah, go give somebody else a chance.
If they
cool. I thought, yeah, I'll see y'all later or whatever. Good talking to y'all.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Always.
We appreciate you. Always checking in. I appreciate you hard, bro.
Yeah. What were we at on the points? 9?
I think so.
Yeah. We're going to 9. Yeah, we're going to
9 was that his show is how his show is centered around downing black men, even though that's what he claims to speak against. And he does this even to the point of defamation, which he usually tries to excuse by throwing in an allegedly here and there so he can't face legal problems. Right. And I think that's crazy to carry narratives about, people like, I think you brought up a situation of how he was trying to put like underage girls on Tommy. And and it was crazy because he's been in situations like, he's had rape cases and all that shit, but he doesn't mind going to these extreme to even defame people that he don't like. And these are black people. And those would actually be white boy tactics, which brings us back to another contradiction because that's how they do us.
No, JD. Before we move on to number 10, if you got beef with us, I want to see your face. See, he's always on the show. He
has a show. Like you can go to his show and see his face if you really want to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's why. On number 9, the reason why I forgot to talk to you, but everything with my daughter and whatever. But basically, the haters, if somebody try to come back and watch this video, they're gonna say, "What about the lady? What's her name? Rachel, I think that was on ESPN."
Right.
He went after her. So somebody might say, "Oh, he just doesn't do all black men. He do white women too." And y'all missed that point. So what you gonna say upon that?
Let's say scot-free. Kwame Brown doesn't make any sense. How you bet a guy for his shoes and you barefoot for a basketball game where they do that. Yep, that's Mama's cooking.
But you hear what I said? Like, how you gonna defend that? Because they're gonna bring that up.
What, him going at Rachel Nichols? I don't think it matters because it's a white woman. It doesn't matter that it's a woman. She's not a queen. She doesn't get the automatic queen title, so they don't care. So that was all funny how he dragged Rachel with allegations like she was on his jock or whatever when he first made it to Washington or something. That was okay. But calling a live prostitute a prostitute is a problem.
But that's what happens when you make it into one of these elite status professional leagues. Someone's going to be on your job right away, right?
Yeah.
But then if they can see that you're not going anywhere,
no, I bet you that shit dried up quick.
He's like, I gotta go back to ESPN. I gotta start.
She seen some of them highlights, and boy, she was like, "Oh no!" Pulled them panties right up. Oh yeah.
Oh, Weasel Wednesday. That'd be dope if we end up on Weasel Wednesday.
Yes, people keep coming here and they keep saying shout out to Chef Talk and Carcino Wacker.
Really?
Yeah. It's like
no shit.
2 to 3 people
that better not say shit on us.
You already know how I feel about Carcino.
Chris Brown. What's your son talking about? We should talk about Chris Brown. What's Chris Brown doing now?
Shit, I don't
Wait,
know.
hold on. What you talking about?
Chris Brown just beat a
another one.
No, he just beat a no. He just beat a case. He just beat a case. A bitch tried to lie on him, and so see that's what I'm saying. People are like, oh, why you got to call them bitches? Because that's bitch shit. The bitch tried to lie on him, and he he kept the receipts. Turned out she was begging for that dick.
King Son Speaks podcast. Okay, you can come on this show, show your face, hit that link.
Let's see what he says. Are y'all talking about Kwame to get subs? I don't get it.
Go
I just
ahead.
imagine he said it like that. Where's the motivation to speak? Where's it at? Where you go? Hold on, where we at? Where's the motivation to speak on him? I mean, Tommy is doing that. So what's the deal? I don't know. It doesn't matter to us what Tommy is doing. We okay. All right. We go back to the beginning because really I made a comment and it was all Cedric's fault. And it turned into a thing with Kwame supporters, but they thought that they were going to be able to come here and shit on us over Kwame Brown and our views, just our quick views. So it's been up thanks to his supporters ever since. Now, I mean, if Kwame or Mr. Skinny or Carshino or Shelf Talk or any of them got an issue, then we dare them. But them niggas is full of shit because they're ultimately using Kwame Brown as well, but that nigga is too dumb to fucking see it. So they're not gonna fuck with us because this is logical. We've done 2 shows, 10 reasons, boom, put them right there in front of you.
Right up.
Right. And it's like they're not gonna come at us. That wouldn't even be in their favor. Like they don't fuck with Kwame Brown like that. Like they're using them. They're actually, that's the thing. Y'all think that we sitting here with what? We got 70 people in the chat now. We just got over 400 subscribers. We doing our thing. We building it up. If we really wanted to use Kwame Brown for views, it would seem the thing to do would to be on his bandwagon because that seems to get people anywhere from 2 to 10,000 subscribers off the rip. All the videos be like at 4K plus and everything just for riding this dude's job. And like I said before, we came on YouTube and we pretty much said, fuck 400,000 people off top who disagrees with us. And that's where we're at. I'm cool at our little 400 and growing, knowing that everything that we say we can stand on.
Proud.
I ain't gotta pretend to follow a cake ass dude that don't take accountability just to get my numbers up. So it's actually the opposite.
The opposite. The opposition.
What
the opportunity.
Which brings us to number 10. How he perpetuates victim mentality.
Perpetuate.
Number 10.
Professional victim. And he even perpetuated. And y'all would call this dude a hell of a nigga. Yet, this is his whole thing. His whole thing is really about being a damn victim somehow and never taking accountability. And then you can see it in other examples. You seen a show that he just had. He had Freddie P, the boy from Making the Band on there. And what people probably don't see, because you see these grown men crying and shit on YouTube and Instagram and everything, and you automatically think like, oh man, that's fucked up, and you start feeling sympathy. But what you guys don't see is the fucking parallels between the two and why it would make sense that Freddie P would be on his show. Because neither one of these niggas take accountability. This is a real thing that niggas struggle with, accountability. Freddie P is out here bitching about shit that happened 20 years ago on a show that he chose to go on over some cheesecake that he chose to go get.
Not a factory?
Over a deal that he chose to sign.
Oh, you talking about Making the Band?
Making the Band, Freddie P.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we all know that the industry is a monster. What I get tired of with artists is these motherfuckers taking these deals, gambling and taking these chances. And then when that shit don't work out, Now these motherfuckers want to fall back and cry like, oh man, the industry's fucked up. Like, nigga, you knew that shit when you signed the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's the risk you take. You knew this shit was fucked up. And even when you go back to that show and you remember the scene where they were bitching about the cheesecake and all that. And it's like, you got to understand how much money do you think Freddie P put in, how much money, time, and everything do you think he put into his career before he got the boost of making the band?
Right. That's a man. And they didn't want to, they didn't even want to try to walk to the damn Junior's cheesecake or anything.
Told these niggas to walk and get cheesecake. This is the thing. This is the thing about niggas. Niggas do this shit. They do more for a 9 to 5 for $10 an hour. Niggas will show up at work at a 9 to 5 with Starbucks every morning for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a once in a lifetime chance. Right. You get a once in a lifetime chance and you got a problem going to get cheesecake.
And then how they not know the words to Juicy? Oh, that hurt my feelings so bad when no one knew the words to Juicy.
That was 20 years ago where motherfuckers coming up in hip hop should have at least been able to come in on the rhymes.
At least the first verse, first.
You should be able to at least ad-lib it. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like people don't understand like the difference between opportunity and fairness and shit. Is it fair that, these motherfuckers won a talent show and got put on a show and they get bumped up from everybody that's grinding, that's out here making and pressing up their own demos and everything? So that was always the thing with me. Like, the motherfuckers never really appreciated the opportunity.
I'm sorry, Mondo Black. The best person on that show was Dylan.
Man, but it just goes to show, like, man, it's no accountability, and you see it. You even see it all day to day. You got Meek Mill, who don't even know where the fuck his money at for his records and all that shit, and then these niggas want to turn around and cry over the shit that they sign. And if you don't know what you're signing, then what do? You get a motherfucker that works in your favor to tell you what the fuck you sign, and if you're not with it, you don't do it. But that's the thing. People always gamble because everybody wants that fame and that fortune. And that's the gamble that they take for it. And when that shit don't work out or don't pan out, or you run through that bonus, because that bonus money will go quick if you're not careful, then we want to come back and be like, oh shit. Because I think I remember on the show, Freddie P was one of the main ones out there splurging and shit when they got that little sign-on bonus.
Yeah, Freddie P.
It was no problems then. Right. It was no problems then.
He's from Florida.
He's the one with the raspy voice.
Yeah, niggas get that money and shit. Niggas go buy chains and rims and shit. And then when they see that they still owe the label tenfold, it's like, oh, fuck, this is fucked up. No, man, like accountability. It would make sense that Freddie P would be on Kwame's show after crying like that on Instagram, because both of these niggas struggle with accountability. They're not going to take credit. They want point fucking fingers and shit. Like, what the fuck you think Diddy going to do? Diddy's been doing this shit for over fucking 30 years. It's not the industry is not, we know, like, that. We're not even big artists. It's between me and Super Dope. We know this shit about the industry. So when you go to a label, you're going into a pretty much a bad deal, because the label is doing everything for you that you can't do your fucking self, or either that you can't do or that you don't want to do.
And anybody who's getting a deal today, if you haven't seen a single biopic about someone who made it in the industry and got fucked over from TLC,
it's just like, anybody. It's like
anybody. I was just saying, like, anybody, even Ray Charles got fucked over at one time, but he was smart enough to get his royalty. Like, you have to,
right? Like,
you
they
have
put
to know
this shit
what's
out
there,
so and at least so you know what the hell you getting into, or you sign it. Like, that's the cold thing about the industry. A lot of the time, you can always fall back on, even though it's wrong. It's fucked up practice, but everything you going through a lot of the time is in fucking writing. You signed it.
And you don't have to sign it right when they give it to you, but they be excited and want to sign it. You can get your own lawyer. You get some people
because they're not thinking about that
out
shit
for you. Yeah,
they're thinking about rims and chains.
That immediate come up right there. We'll give you the sign on
being in the videos and all that shit. Niggas ain't thinking like, oh man, but if I sign this shit, I don't get no publishing.
Get
or
on
whatever. This
tour and
is
stuff.
it. I gotta
Right.
pay all this money back. Like they ain't thinking about that shit because that advance looks good right then, right there, right in your face. Like that shit looks good off top. You ain't thinking about that shit, but it's crazy how many artists get them advance and they blow it.
Only people who got fucked worse than TLC and New Edition is the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
They did the 5 Heartbeats bad. You know they did them bad.
I said my business hours, like nigga, fuck
From
you.
9 to 5. You got
My
them cars,
business
right? Y'all been driving, right?
Right.
Red was ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, we done. So we done with that part of the show. So where's he at? Because he talking all that big shit. King Some Speak podcast. I need you to come on here. Go ahead, throw that link back up there.
Let's hit him up with the link.
That's the new phrase now here on Black YouTube. Hit the link.
Come on, Son King podcast. Hit the link. And I want to see. I want to see you on camera, bro. I want to see you on camera, bro.
I want to see you on camera. Hit the link.
Hit the
you
link,
get
bro.
on the panel. Hit the link.
Hit the link,
StreamYard.com HXWE4.
Where did you get the mic from?
Oh,
Hit the link.
Sorry, man.
Yeah,
come on,
come
on, Dave.
They gotta
come on, Dave. Hit the link, Dave. Come on, Dave. Hit the link. Hit the link.
Weak white weasels don't know about LLCs, trading codes. I think it's weird, even though we got LLCs and run our own business. But okay, that's just an assumption because we're talking about y'all leaders, so we don't know anything about owning businesses and shit.
I really don't know about no coding and trading.
So I don't know. So how?
But I got LLC. I know how to do LLC.
I got an LLC, bro.
Me too.
Yeah, they just assume we just got on here and just started fucking talking.
Hold on, I don't want to disrespect nobody because you know how I am. But I don't want to disrespect Dave. I know you go to H&R Block, right? I don't go to H&R Block. I got a CPN.
Ooh.
A CPA. You know what I'm saying? We have a tax lawyer that does our taxes. What you talking about, bro? Like people be talking and you don't even know nothing, bro.
Ooh, tax lawyer.
And they get up here with all their little Kwame quotes.
Yeah, man.
Quotes and jargon.
Yeah.
Do you have your own voice, bro?
It's like who do y'all think y'all talking to?
The white weasels. That's tactical.
Like, man, like
we the white weasels.
That's just weird to me. Like, you know, these people, they get so gassed up off of celebrity. It was a point that I made in another video that at the end of the day, it's not so much about a message or whatever, but it's like these motherfuckers are always looking for a new celebrity to latch on to.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that this guy that they latch on to, he doesn't offer none of that. He's on YouTube like all the time. He's probably live right now. And it's weird. So they'll see us, and because we're not in that celebrity space, then they assume, oh,
and they're comfortable going at
LLCs.
That's what it is.
And it's weird. I don't know. It's just a very weird mentality that we can't see when celebrities are full of shit, but y'all quick to call us out.
No.
Without context.
Hold on. Let me go through it. She said she can't kick on.
Oh no, she gotta you gotta use when you go to the Cash App in the corner, that's right there. So you can walk right up to your TV.
Oh, let me move this. Let me move it. All right, hold on.
And then
you scan it.
Yeah, you scan it
with your camera.
Yeah, you scan it. That's the scan link.
Not a scan link. I did the subscribe, bro. I dig the subscribe. I love it. But you saying I want to talk to you, bro. I want to talk to you, bro.
You're right, Shonda Curry. He live every 17 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Just rushing to the internet every time something happened and shit, trying to get out. the algorithm to talk, but they call us the algorithm thoughts for just calling this shit out. And really, you can blame a lot of his followers. Like I've always said, it's not so much about Kwame because we've been on some other stuff, but
a bunch of
like,
other stuff.
Yeah, his followers are so over the damn top. And then I don't even hold this motherfucker to standard. Like I say, like if somebody's gonna be in that space where they supposed to be an activist or whatever, however y'all hold them, then is it wrong to expect results or like show and prove? Because we didn't come here like we were gonna be activists and what do you say, kick draws and asses, and necessarily in that sense, like. Is it wrong to expect like, okay, if your message, if that's what you fall back on and your message is trading and coding, then how come you ain't done shit for that with such a big name and such a big following?
Correct.
That's just the bare minimum.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. Nah, every time you're on here, you over here harassing Gilbert Arenas and fucking with people. It's like, get out of here, man. Y'all don't care about no words. Y'all don't care about no messages. Y'all just want a new celebrity to jock whenever y'all can.
Superman is stupid. Are y'all from the South? I was born in Texas. And I was raised in St. Louis. So I'm a Southern country boy. If you want, really
technically, we're all from the South.
Yeah, we're all.
Yeah, technically, we're all under the Mason-Dixie line.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm back in the South, so I'm in Houston.
All right.
You probably fucked him up with that Mason-Dixon line. And they go back to 5th grade.
Running to the damn map. Where's this line at?
Fucking line. Niggas is just talking.
I didn't say St. Louis was the South. I said Southern country boy. St. Louis is country.
Yeah,
people in the
country.
People in the South. Go ahead.
Born in Texas, and he's now in Texas.
No, I said born in Texas, raised in St. Louis. Now,
and then now you're back in Texas. I'm just saying, like you
keep up. Man, I'm surprised they don't. I would have swore like if we
everybody knows St. Louis is country,
right? I would have swore more motherfuckers would have hit that link before the way they was yelling. They always telling us like, why don't y'all hit the link? Yeah, I know shit. Y'all people, your leader, they can always hit this one right there. They can hit our link. Because that's
Ohio is not called the South. Ohio is the Midwest. Really, it's like the Mid-East, but it's the Midwest. Right. They consider that.
Because we were going to speak too about why we don't hit their link.
Everybody's saying it's too late to hit the link right now. So
yeah, no, I'm sure it is. I just wanted to say that what we were going to say about hitting the link on their end, and is the fact that, and I was telling you that how Kwame always uses the term quicksand. And so what quicksand is a colloid consisting of fine granular material and water. It forms in saturated loose sand when the sand is suddenly agitated.
Scott, yeah, boy.
What happened?
I'm a you city boy. I'm a you city boy. You
hold on,
boy.
Hold on. So
I'm sorry.
When
you and your sleepy ass Pokemon, calm down.
When water in the sand cannot escape, it creates a liquefied soil that loses strength and cannot support weight. And that's crazy because he calls this show, or he says like when people come at him or come for him, it's like quicksand. And he's right, because this shit watered down personality over sand dry ass content. And you pretty much anybody that goes on this show, we've seen they end up sucked in or they end up being dragged and ridiculed because his ego cannot handle the weight of scrutiny when he becomes agitated. And that's why we don't take the link, because it's literally quicksand.
Is it me or growing up, did you think quicksand was going to be a big problem? Like that was something you might come across all the time.
Supposedly they say you can't even die. Like quicksand can't even kill you.
Well, they make it seem like in the movies.
Yeah, in the
Now,
movies, it seems like it's the end of everything. But
you know how
at the
many
end of the
empty
day-
lots they had back around when we were kids walking around? I hardly ever wanted to cross the desert path because I was like, we gonna fuck around and step in some quicksand. Like,
And then watching playing Mario Brothers.
shut up.
Man, quicksand look terrible.
Man, so
Right.
yeah. Well, so we'll admit it. Hey, that nigga show like quicksand. Like, we don't have time for that shit. It really is quicksand. We agree with them on that point.
Did you just
But
say
not
the
enough.
phone?
Nah, he left. I'm not bringing that nigga back in.
Well, I gotta get ready to do this thing for my family.
Y'all
All
ready
right,
to
we can
check
cut the
out?
show. Yeah, we can cut the show.
Yeah,
All right,
man. We
man.
appreciate all y'all coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely hit the like. Boost it up.
Shout out
shout-
to Mindy. I was
Shout out to
yeah.
Scott Free for being from my city, St.
Right.
Louis, all day, every day, baby.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
JD Dasher. Hey, I appreciate
Yeah,
you
man.
coming
Actually
in.
made the show extra entertaining. It was already entertaining, but you made it extra entertaining. I
Yeah,
don't know if you're
man.
drinking the slick malt liquor or Colt 45. You was keeping it real and representing, but we enjoyed it.
Shout out to Shonda. Shout out to Mike Brown. Shout out to Super Mike. Shout out to
Scott Free, Brown Lady 81. You said Shonda, Dave R.
Yep.
Definitely our day ones.
We love you all, man.
Toro. We
Oh man, thank you. Great show, fellas.
Lacquer Black.
Did we say Armando Black?
Yeah, Armando.
Yeah,
Salute
Mondo
you, bro.
and Lacquer. Yeah.
All right, then.
We don't know if you was working or not, drinking or whatever. It was funny to think you were. Sorry.
All right. All right, so that's Jay Almighty. That's Geraldine.
2 names,
There we
not
go.
1.
I'm Super Dope Keys. And
And he's got a
been chit chat. Oh,
Pikachu in his hand.
and I'm Super Dope Keys, aka
Pikachu head.
And do-rag.
Do-rag. With your boy Pigeon.
you just been chin chat.
Can't be serious.
But he is a scrub. You know it.
Can't be serious.
You trying to tell me that you don't know a scrub when you see a scrub?
If it's up, then it's stuck on you niggas. How y'all act on YouTube while I don't fuck with you niggas. Can't believe the fans would ever give a buck to you niggas. I'd rather make you kiss a blade than give a buck to you niggas. Check it, look in your face and straight up tell you you trash. Mama's cooking all beans, that's why you niggas so gas. They feel sorry for you, probably why they gave you a pass. You lucky Gilla Matt Barnes and put a foot in your ass. Boy, chin, chat, my niggas so callous. Get what's that can recreate the malice up in the palace. Spank these niggas like my sons, that's where they really so childish. Or I get bullied with the fully, keep a Billy like Eilish. Mr. Skinny, give you dick and what else? Stay on the con dick while you contradicting yourself. D-Wade ain't say nothing, what you fuck with him for? Talking about his kid when you don't do nothing for yours. Whores, keep down in our views, can't take nothing from me. You niggas funny, with after you too money, you bummy. Say what it is, so yeah, you know we gonna stay buzzing. Y'all 40 and 50 and too old to be claiming play cousins. Got on the tube and never stop wildin'. Pissing in the face of at least 400,000. Listen to this nigga cry victim playing his violin. Claiming not for Mel, but with Skinny, you seem to style bend. Blame your career on the ones that used to manage you. Not on different folks you tuck tail and gave the advantage to. You're feeling hurt, seeking validation to bandage you. And now you got your own fans begging for me to damage you. Get 'em. Unaccountable, finger pointer, a blame king. Mad at Stephen A, but not Kobe, saying the same thing. This just a melt pot. Ugh. They call me Mr. Fair Use with a writer. Chin check, stop all that self-talk.
Can't be serious. You two got you delirious.
Check it, this ain't beef, it's more like lunch meat. Jay bringing heat, you boys easy to beat. Come on.
Can't be serious. You two got you delirious.
Check it, this ain't beef, it's more like lunch meat. Jay bringing heat, you boys easy to beat. Come on.
Kwame Brown. This man was was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. You've never worked and put forth your due diligence in order to take advantage of the privilege opportunity that you were in. And when I see that level of consistency as it pertains to ineptitude, I'm going to call somebody out. The man cannot play the game of basketball. He has small hands. He can't catch the ball. He's got bad feet. He can't really move, even though he's mobile. Doesn't really know what he's doing. Doesn't have a post move that he puts to memory that he can do 2 times in a row. He has no game whatsoever. Plays no defense. Doesn't have the heart, the passion, or anything that comes with it.